came out of nowhere and got a big opportunity. Why? Oh, because Brian Norman. Oh, because he sucks. He sucked. And by the way, I told him I will fight Brian Norman too. What are you talking about? He suck.
I'm here to do the real business with the businessman.
When he on social media, he sound like he ready now.
You gotta sound like that though, you know?
Not tomorrow, now.
You gotta sound like that. I was talking trash to Devin Haney. I was like 7-0, saying I'm ready now. I'm knowing damn well I wasn't ready now. I was going 8-round fights.
Yeah.
I know I ain't ready now. You gotta sound that way though.
Yeah. So you don't believe me?
I know how it go.
You don't believe me?
No.
Okay, y'all. So there, you have it. You heard the words come from the mouth of Keyshawn, the liar, Davis. I told you guys, the con man, he was never serious about fighting against Devin Haney, and he wasn't serious about fighting against Tank Davis. I told you guys. See, you guys get in your feelings because you're slaves to these people. I'm not a fan of anybody's. You're more than fans. You're slaves. Because when these people deliberately and openly say something for you to hear, then turn around and completely destroy their own argument, you will still make excuses for them. Keyshawn Davis sat here and said, now the video you heard of him yelling and screaming, talking about, Brian Norman sucks. I told you I'll fight Brian Norman, right? That was him standing in front of his camera like I'm doing right now, running his mouth. When you heard him talking to Andre Ward and he's saying, man, I was only 7 fights in. I was talking shit, and I was only 7 fights in when I was talking shit to Devin Haney. And he said, I know damn well I wasn't ready, right? And you hear Andre Ward say, so you don't believe it. No. But he said, but you got to talk like that. When he's saying you sound like you was ready right now, but you got to talk like that. You got to sound like that. So when I tell you that these guys are bluffing, see, I come from an era, and I'm still like that. My dad taught me when a son of a bitch start running his mouth, you don't stand up there and listen to him. You punch him right in his mouth while he talking, and you don't stop punching until you can't punch no more. You understand me? Right while he talking, you aim right for his chin, right for his nose, you knock that son of a bitch out clean. Ain't no you push me first. You hit me first. And I've always been like that. If we can't get along, we can just get it on. Simple. Now, we can't be peaceful and squash whatever, then cool. Let's rumble. But in this case, where you're bluffing and running your mouth, you can see through it. Well, the real ones can see through it. You can't see through it because either you're naive, you're a liar, you understand what I'm saying? Or all of the above. There's no way that you can hear this guy talk the type of stuff he's talking. See, when information is misconstrued, then it becomes a thing of, well, he said this and he said that. Like, example, when I tell you what Bill Haney said, what his plans are, what Devin's plans are, all I'm telling you is what their plans are. I can't guarantee shit to you. So in my video, you never heard me say, yeah, see, Devin gonna go win this belt and that belt, then they gonna fight. I know it. I guarantee. No, I don't know that. I'm only telling you what their plans are. I'm only telling you what Bill Haney said. And it's fact that you don't see that Devin Haney jumping in front of a camera, making a bunch of stupid ass videos and going back and forth with people. Only time you start to see Devin talk more is when it comes fight time and he starts doing promo. But outside of that, Devin is not jumping in front of a camera. So when I told you, when the con man is jumping out of that Jeep, Debo, all that bullshit, Debo, it was just for the cameras. When I told you, I don't believe, due to his own actions and his own words, that he had any plans ever on fighting Tank Davis. And the fact that they put 10,000 people in that building would have been his excuse, saying he deserved more money. That would have been the excuse. When he's saying, I don't need Tank, I just want to fight him. If Tank would have said, let's go, whatever they were offering him, he would have said, I deserve more. You can't find no fighters under the conditions that we fought under. In fact, the point of having no like big name stars on the card and 10,000 people came out, you can't find no other fighter that could do that. That shows you right there. I'm a household name. I deserve more money. Keyshawn Davis fans would be like, he's right. He's right. Well, you want to know something though? He did it one time, and guess where he did that? In his hometown. So we don't know that you can just go wherever you go, all of a sudden boxing goes with you. We don't know that about you. See, so at the end of the day, you heard his own words. I was talking shit to Devin Haney when I was only 7 fights in, and I know damn well I wasn't ready. And when you hear Andre Ward say, so you don't believe it? No. He knows he's not ready. He's just talking shit to get his name out there, just like I said. See, I told you, I ride with what's real. I'm not with the fake shit. I had a guy one day, when I used to do rap music and shit. I remember this one dude literally talked to me and asked me. He said he had an idea that me and him have a fake beef, pretend we beefing, so that way we could build up to like a battle, but like it's not gonna be a battle. It'll just be like us doing songs, you know what I'm saying, and stuff. But like we be talking our shit about each. I looked at him and I said, man, what kind of stupid shit are you on there? And I said, what the hell is it about me that made you think that I would, you knowing me the way you do? What the hell would make you think I would even go with some dumb shit? Like, I'm offended that you even called me with this dumb shit. Oh, nah, man, ain't like, man, so you want to do some fake shit. And we going to stand up there and pretend. I said, nah, I'm not with that shit, man. I said, you be cool. And I hung the phone up. Yeah, fake beef. Let's pretend we got actual beef. And my thing is, and like I told him, and I told him when I seen him, if you decide to make songs about me or try to act tough and all that, I'm going to beat your ass. I'm not going to make no songs about you. I'm going to find you and I'm going to beat the shit out you. Nah, man. It's a done deal, man. You wasn't with it and I was not. You're right. It was stupid. I don't even, you know what I'm saying? I just, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm just letting you know. Because if I hear anything, I could squad up too. Let this shit die where it is. I'm telling you now. You say something in conversation, you say something in a song trying to disrespect me, I'm going to find you. And I'm going to put hands and feet on you. Knees and elbows, and I'm going to make sure that you suffer. No, I mean, you know, all that. Nothing ever happened. Nothing developed out of that. But what kind of fake shit is that? This is what they be on. And isn't it ironic that once Keyshawn started to finally get some light where people started saying, yo, I don't know, I think him and Tank, I don't know. They started even considering the fact that he might be ready. Isn't it funny how he even said one time he wanted to fight Shakur Stevenson, and then all of a sudden that just died. And all of a sudden they're best friends. Now, out of all the time, all the years you've been hearing Shakur talking, you ain't never seen him and Tank, Keyshawn, regardless to them sparring and stuff and whatever they did, however far they go back, I think they use this as a launching pad to you know, so they can like navigate through duck season together. And they probably was exchanging ideas about, yo, how to market yourself to, you know, talk that shit and, you know, but don't actually fight the motherfucker. Cause every time you say his name, and you know, look at the YouTube algorithm. When people see the name Tank Davis or Keyshawn calls out Tank Davis, Keyshawn pulls up on Tank Davis. Yeah, people gonna watch. So even if they don't believe you, they know who you are at least. And we know how this goes, whether they want to see you win or lose, as long as they want to see you. That's what people go by. So let's just be real. This came out of his own mouth that no, he didn't believe it. No, he wasn't ready. But you gotta sound like that. So when I'm telling you I can smell bullshit from a mile away, but your little bitch asses can't. You know, and the immortal words of Pretty Tony, you need to shut the fuck up when grown folks are talking. This is exactly what I mean about you little motherfuckers. Y'all love to get in y'all, yeah, but Aries, but you're not looking at, yeah, but Aries, but what? Yo, talk that shit to your peers. Talk that shit to your little fucking high little, whatever fucking high, just talk that to your little playmates. Because y'all the ones that don't want to see real life for what it is. Like I said, We was rocking with Keyshawn when he first started getting his name out because he was fighting and he was winning. And people kept wanting to see him lose. They kept, oh, he gonna lose. Oh, he ain't this, he ain't that. But yo, he just started, he went off course. He went off course. GPS said turn right, he went way left. He went way left, man. See, one of the saddest things about this whole situation, man, is this generation has fallen in love with the fakest of things, even when they know something is fake. Even when they know something is fake, they will support it because it's a popular topic or they just find it entertaining. The truth is dull and boring. Who cares? This is why you got people doing life in prison for something they didn't do. This is why one person of one ethnicity can just blow up a church and go in school and murder people, and they make, he didn't take his meds that day, but he got the complexion for the protection, and somehow he does no time whatsoever. But someone in self-defense against 4 or 5 guys, all of a sudden, oh, his skin is too dark, he got to go to jail. And for every story, we can find another story and match who did what and why did this person go free and this one didn't. And especially when it wasn't even self-defense. It was assault. Attempted murder, all these type of things, because the truth don't mean anything. Yeah, so when you sitting up in a cell knowing you're innocent, but yeah, people didn't care what the truth was. It's different when the judge does it, right? Different when a police officer does it, right? A prosecutor. But that's different. No, it's not different. Because a liar is a liar. And because you become a judge, a police officer, a prosecutor, whatever, don't mean a school teacher, doctor, nurse, whatever, doesn't make you a good person. You could be that doctor standing there with your arms crossed, and they, sir, her vitals are starting to, shh, let the nigger die. Oh. They just had a video of police officers had a young white woman handcuffed. They suffocated this chick. The camera in the fucking room that they had the chick in, and the police station, recorded all of this. And they lied and told the EMTs when they got there that she passed out. And they literally suffocated her. And you know what happens when you put those type of videos up? Oh, your video, it violates community guidelines. It's on your platform already. So how does it violate community guidelines when it's coming from somebody speaking against it versus just the news showing it? No commentary, just let it play. A black man who was a part of a program, I think in Chicago. He did some work for a woman, and they were getting rid of all the stuff that either the house, the father's house, or whatever it was. They were, basically taking everything out, putting in the dumpster. There was a gun that was in the house. Now, they're part of a program where if you find guns, or like say, for example, you can talk to someone out of and usually gangbangers or something, or it's just some other type of criminal just running around with a gun, using it for the wrong reasons, and they'll, hey, listen, man, you don't need to have that, blah, 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 whatever. And they'll take it off them. And without any question, you take the gun in, turn it into the police, and they pay people for that, right? This guy said he thought first he should call me. You can go to the church with it, and they give it to the church, and the church will turn it in. But he said, nah, you know what? It's more integrity if I do it through the police, and then they'll see that, hey, what we're doing is progress. I'm able to get a gun off the street, right? But when he went there, he asked for a particular person. Well, he asked for him because he wanted to turn the gun to him, right? You think you got a friend when you meet these people, right? No, they'll treat you just like a criminal. They can see you every day, but somehow you get a call or something happens. All of a sudden, I don't know you. They tried to make it like he called for that person because he had a gun and he wanted to, kill that person. That was nothing like that. Well, they start telling this guy. They basically said for him to, they locked him up. They arrested him. Like what the hell? So this is what you get for trying to be a good Samaritan, right? This is why people don't call the police. And I'm not talking about I ain't no snitch. I'm a real nigga. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about why people see something and won't call the police, because it's like you call the police. Now, all of a sudden, you're being blamed for something, but you're trying to stop somebody from losing their life out there. But some racist, I mean, it's something seriously wrong with these people. And they put that uniform on and they just feel powerful, like they can just do whatever they want. They lock this man up and they're saying, if he take a plea bargain, he'll only do 2 years. He's going to fight it. He's not taking any plea bargain. He's fighting the case. Hopefully this brother wins. But this is what happens, what I'm saying, when the truth doesn't matter. This is what happens when lies are acceptable. Because to everybody that watched the news, yo, that's fucked up. That nigga took the gun in, my nigga, that's fucked up, yo. See, black ignorance is $1 billion industry. Yeah, hip hop music, the movies that you see, everything, which I got a video I'm about to drop about that as well. But all of the stuff that you see, do you understand what I'm telling you guys? All of this stuff, it basically puts you in a frame of mind of thinking this is normal. The kids coming up, it becomes normal. And nobody cares about what the truth is. This is why y'all getting y'all feelings like a bunch of little kids. You know I don't give a damn how you feel. I don't care about none of that. The man's a liar. Shakur Stevenson sat there in the interview. We know about the lie he told. Talking about, man, I'm so good at this shit. I can do this at 135, 140, and 147. Let's reiterate. And I'll fight Conor Ben at 154. No title on the line, but I'm so good, I go up and beat him at 154. Right. We know about the stipulation that he wanted, even with Conor. Remember that. I want the same stipulation that you gave Chris Eubanks Jr. And I said, well, Conor can't complain about that because he actually did give that stipulation. So if he think it's wrong for him to have that stipulation against Shakur, then he had to know it was wrong for them to do that to Chris Eubanks Jr. But hey, it is what it is, right? Well, check this out. He also did an interview. Remember the one when he was sitting there, and they asked him, because he always noticed when it comes to Shakur, outside of Terrence Crawford, if you ask him about any fighter, who's your favorite fighter, who's out there, who you see as good fighters, he never say another black fighter. And that's cool. It's cool if you think Bam Rodriguez is a good fighter or Newey, because I think they're good fighters. But notice, he never says a black name. And all of them, Richard Hitchinson, all these black motherfuckers, they all do the same thing. When you ask them a question, it's never a black fighter. It's always somebody else. Shakur went as so far to say he think Lomachenko. And he said Lomachenko, he think it's unfair that, they got him fighting guys like Tank Davis and Devin Haney. He shouldn't have to fight guys like that. He should be fighting guys like Inoue. And what? Wait. First of all, you see how this dude is full of shit. Nobody forced him to do anything. And he moved up in weight. So all that 126 is his best weight. Okay, so what? We can say the same thing for Shane Mosley. His best weight was at the lower weights. Pacquiao came up a bunch of weight classes. And for him to sit here at one point and talk about how great Pacquiao is and how all the weight classes he went to, hold up. But you, yourself, is going to dispel that by saying Lomachenko was treated unfairly? Because he shouldn't have to go. First of all, it's not about have to go up. If your body says, nah, I can't make this weight anymore, I got to go up, then that's what you're doing it for. Lomachenko didn't go up just to go up. But he made excuses. You want to know why he made those excuses? Because he was opening the door for his own excuses as to why he shouldn't have to go up and fight anybody. Well, you're the one who opened your mouth and said that you were going to do these things. You said that. You said that. And the thing is, he showed that he's puss because it has to be a perfect weight for him to get in the ring with you. Even he went as so far as to lie and say he already agreed to the terms. He signed the contract already to fight at 144 against Devin Haney. And the guy goes, wait, you signed the contract already? Yeah. He said, wait a minute. You signed the contract already to fight Devin Haney at 144 because they were talking about Zuffa wanted Devin Haney versus him. He with it. He want to fight. He's ready for it. Remember that? Remember that? And then when the guy asked him, he said, well, I didn't sign a contract, but I'm saying like, they want to fight and I want to fight. There was never any negotiations. That was him running his mouth saying he wanted to fight at a catch weight of 144. Why Dev got to fight you at 144, but Conor Ben can fight you at 154, according to you? Why? Why? We know why. And the same way, Keyshawn, the con man, Davis, opened his mouth and finally admitted that he was a liar. Basically, that's what he told you. I'm a liar. I don't believe the stuff if you don't believe what you're saying, that means you don't believe your own words. You're saying that you're lying. So he's letting you know he's a proud liar. Bishop, he's the same. Let's not forget, he's Bishop. Bishop from Juice, he's Bishop. Bishop is the same. Only, with Bishop, he has a few more credible names on his resume than Keyshawn does. But other than that, let's just be real, y'all. They're both liars. And Keyshawn, the con man, he showed you. Now you heard it with your own ears, his own words. This is what I said. You guys are so petty that we got to post receipts because I'm not like anybody else. It's only one Aries. Okay, only one. There's only one me. I don't know. Maybe you guys are, because I know when people always skeptical, it's because they're liars. I have no reason. I have no interest. That's not who I am to sit up and just make stories up. I got better shit to do with my time. They're frauds. This is a push generation. They're not about that smoke. And they get in their feelings and everybody's a hater because somebody called them out on their bullshit. This is why when they do, you see like these pieces of shit that claim that they didn't do anything to no one. Well, that's our friend. Notice how out of all the people that they did a goddamn interview with, yeah, they gonna do it with Sambo. How they gonna do it with Sambo? Because the message is, well, look, we talked to a black guy. Yeah. He a self-hating nigga. He's not a black man, he's a nigga. A self-hating Sambo nigga. That's what he is. He don't even like black people. He hate black people. He hates black people. This is how these people roll. Remember that video I showed you where this dude, Whack 100, had his little fighter up there, little fake fighters, and he told a white guy to sit up there and say racist things? And remember the black guy? You don't understand. I hate niggas more than you do. I hate niggas. Yo, right? This is what you got now. This is what this generation is turning into. And this is why when people be like, yo, Aries, man, I hear you, I feel you, but like, yo, you talking to deaf ears because, like, yo, quiet yourself and go sit down. You either a part of the solution or you a part of the problem. You either with me or you against me. It's as simple as that. And I don't need none of your permission to talk about what I'm going to talk about. You think that it's a waste of time to try to uplift and wake up your people because you see black people the same way racist people do. Ain't no saving them niggas. I am talking more to the black people than I am to the niggas because I want people to not feel like they're cornered and have that same loser mentality. It's a waste of time, right? Yeah. So that's the case. Why do we go to work? Why do we bathe and why do we do all these things? Why do we pay taxes and why not just live homeless and just wait to die so we can go to this heaven y'all talk about that y'all claim exists, right? Like y'all been there. Why don't we do that? Because everything I hear come out of people's mouths is always in defense of a scumbag. Whether it's just day-to-day life out in the streets, whether it's politicians or some celebrity or some government official did something wrong and people do whatever it is, let's defend the wrongdoing. This is what I hear so much of. Then when you post the receipts, then it's, damn, that nigga did say that. Oh, shit. Yeah. Now you got nothing, right? I told you the dude is a con man, and I don't roll like that. Once I see what I need to see in a person, I know how to flex with them. I don't know these dudes personally, but I know, like I said, I can smell bullshit a mile away. So when I told you that they were frauds, when I told you that these dudes don't want that smoke, they're trying to put their names on a pedestal to where they're the household names, and pretty much they can fight anybody. They're the ones that everybody's coming to see. I told you they're trying to do the same thing with Alicia Baumgardner. She did all that crap, calling Clarissa's name, never ever wanted to go to her weight class. And the fact that she tried to, she said she's going to 147, she kept talking, running her mouth. We know how that really happened. But bitches will be bitches. And I'm talking about you motherfuckers with beards and mustaches too. That's what you guys are. You heard this with your own 2 ears. Getting in your feelings and trying to like defend this clown. A proud liar. And y'all want to defend that. Well, birds of a feather flock the fuck together. That's all I got for y'all. Catch y'all on the next video.